Howdy folks, welcome back to another game of Sudoku. We have got an easy puzzle today. Let's take a look at the puzzle. I notice that there is this cool little pattern in the top and in the bottom. So we can check these numbers that go like this 5 right here. Goes right across these two, so the only spot left for that. What do we got? A 1 and an 8 that are missing. I don't see a 1 or an 8 just yet. I see two numbers missing here and two numbers missing here. I do find it fascinating that the computer that generates this has these cool little patterns. What do we have here? A 1 and a 4. I'm looking horizontally and I don't see a 1 or a 4. What's missing over here? A 4 and a 6. Okay, and I do have a 4 here, so that's going to make that a 6 and make that a 4. Now that 4 is going to tell me that this can't be a 4 and help me put that 1 and 4. Oh, see, wasn't that kind of cool? Got a nice little pattern there planned out for us. Okay, all right. Now I'm looking at this spot here where my cursor was, and I'm looking horizontally. I need a 1, I need a 5, and I need a 9 in this row. And I notice there's a 5 here and a 5 here, so this has to be a 5. So I have a 1 and a 9, so I'm looking vertically. Okay. Now just to help me remember what they are, I'm going to throw some pencil marks in there just to help me out. Okay, all right. Now there's this cool little pattern here in the middle. See, this 1 goes right through there. So 1 has to be one of these guys. Okay. So, oh, here we go. We got 2 here. What did we decide those were? A 1 and an 8. Let me throw some pencil marks in there just to help me remember. 1 and an 8. 1 and an 8. Okay. So I've got 3 numbers here missing. So I know one of these two is a 1. Then I need a 2. And then I need a 3. I can't have a 3 here because of this one. And I can't have a 3 here because of this one. So for this row to have a 3, it has to go there. And now I need a 4 and a 9. These two here, I need a 4 and a 9. So I'm looking vertically. I don't see any help just yet, so let me throw those in there. 4 and a 9. Okay, now this next row up, I'm going to go backwards just because it has more numbers. 9, 8, 7, 6. I need a 5. Well, it can't be here because of this guy, so that means my 5 has to go here. We've got a 4. Now we need a 3 and a 1, and I do have a 3 right here, so it has to go 3 and a 1, just like that. Now this 1 helps me up here. So this can't be a 1 anymore, so it has to be a 9, and that turns this one into a 1. Now this one comes down here and helps me here. If that's a 1, well, then this one has to be an 8, and this one has to be our 1. Okay, all right, so that was helpful. Okay, so now I'm just looking for places that just have a couple numbers that are missing. 3 or less is my better guessing. So like this center column here, we've got a 1, we need a 2. Okay, well we can't have a 2 here because of this one. Can't have a 2 here because of this one. So this is actually the only place in this column a 2 works. We've got a 3, we've got a 4, we've got a 5. We need a 6 and a 7. Well, we've got a 7 that says can't be here and a 7 can't be there. So this one has to be our 7. So now the only number is missing is our 6. There we go. Okay, now here we've got 3 numbers that are missing. So we need a 1, and it can't go here, so one of these two is a 1. And I'm looking down vertically to see if there's anything that can help us out. Let's see, nothing just yet. Okay, so we have our 2, we have a 3, we need a 4. Now see, this 4 goes across the bottom, so this one has to be our 4, because it can't be down here because of this 4. All right, 5. So now we need a 1 and a 6, and we have a 6 right here. So this can't be a 6, so the only number that will fit there is a 1. The only number that will fit there is a 6. There we go. Okay, now this row, I'm going to swap back to the row here because there's 3 cells that are missing. We've got a 1. We need a 2. Now a 2 can't go here because of this one, but a 2 could go here and a 2 could go here. All right, then I need a 3. Well, you can't have a 3 here, but one of these two could be a 3. Then we have a 4, and then I need a 5. Now a 5 can't go here because of this one, and then a 5 can't go here because of this one, so this one has to be our 5. Now the other numbers that we were missing was a 2 and a 3, and this one said here it couldn't be a 3, so there's my 2, and there's my 3. Okay? So don't get caught up if you don't know what an answer is just yet. Just kind of follow the process, go through the rest of the numbers, and they will reveal themselves. Okay. So up here we are missing 2 numbers, a 2 and a 9, and we have a 2 right here. So that means this can't be a 2, has to be a 9. Only spot left for our 2 goes here. We have 2 numbers missing here. If we go horizontally here, we have a 5 and a 7 that are missing. And look at this, we have a 5 and a 7. So we're just going to swap them. Now we need this as a 7, and this is a 5. Okay, and they start to fill in. All right. Now I'm going to go to this column here. Now we have 3 cells that are missing. We've got a 1, we've got a 2, we've got a 3, we've got a 4. Okay, we need a 5. Now we can't have a 5 here, and we can't have a 5 here, so the only place for a 5 is right there. Okay, we've got a 6, we've got a 7. Now we need an 8 and a 9, and we do have an 8 to help us here, so it can't be an 8, that has to be our 9, then has to be our 8. There we go. Okay, now that we have this 4, or pardon me, this 9 here, that means this can't be a 9 anymore because it's in this cube. So that tells me that has to be a 4, and if that has to be a 4, that has to be a 9. Okay, so with these easy puzzles, I usually don't use the pencil marks, but if you're going to use pencil marks, you have to kind of keep a close eye on them, and anytime you update numbers, those are going to reveal some solutions to you. Okay, so if I look in this bottom cube, we'll see that the only number we're missing is a 7, so we can put that in there. When we look here in the center cube, we can see that we're missing a 1 and a 9, and we have a 1 here that says this can't be a 1, so it has to be a 9, only number left. Okay, now horizontally, we've just got 2 numbers missing here, and we've got a 1, and we need a 2, but it can't be here, so that means this one has to be our 2. Then we have a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7. The only number left in this row is an 8. So there goes our 8. Okay, so now we have 2 numbers vertically that are missing in each one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a 6 and a 9 in these 2. So let me just write that down here so I don't forget it. I'm looking horizontally here. I don't see any numbers to help us. So let's take a look. These 2 look like they're going to be a 3 and a 4. Is that right? 3 and a 4. Now I have a 3 here and I have a 4 here. So that means I've got to swap. There's my 3 and there's my 4. Okay, over here in this left cube, we have 2 numbers going horizontally, and then these guys are only missing 2 as well. So let's take a look at these 2 first. We're missing a 1, 2, 3, and a 4. We're missing a 1 and a 4, and I do have a 4 here. So that means this has to be our 4, and this has to be our 1. Okay, now let's look vertically here at this one here. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need an 8 and a 9. And here's an 8 that says this can't be an 8. It has to be our 9 and an 8. Now this 9, remember I was talking about those pencil marks here. If this can't be a 9, it has to be a 6. And if that's our 6, there's our 9. So we come over here, and the 2 numbers we're missing is a 1 and a 6. And we'll see there's a 1 here and a 6 here. So we have to swap them. 1 goes here and 6 goes here. So there it is, folks. Easy puzzle. Again, you're trying to match numbers 1 to 9, both horizontally, vertically, and in each of the darker cubes, and not have any of them overlap. Lots of different ways to do the easy puzzles. lots of different solutions. You don't have to pick one particular way. Sometimes I just do all the numbers in order first. I'll go look for all the ones and then all the twos. Sometimes I'll go backwards and look for all the nines and all the eights. Sometimes I'll go for pairs and see how the blocks work and help each other out. And sometimes I'll just let my mind wander and look for patterns and see what numbers emerge. So I hope you guys have some fun with that. I always suggest printing off a couple copies before we play so you guys can play along with. Feel free to leave any comments, suggestions, or challenges. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll catch you next time.